My fiancé's shocking betrayal. I'm 30 years old, and my fiancé is 28. We've been together for 4 years and engaged for 3 months. Everything seemed perfect until she dropped a confession that turned my world upside down. About 6 months to a year into our relationship, she started having an affair with her married boss. Yeah, talk about a cliché. Their secret rendezvous lasted nearly a year and a half, only ending when he was promoted to a corporate office in another state. She waited until after our engagement to confess, claiming she suddenly felt guilty now that we were planning to get married. Funny how guilt didn't bother her while she was sneaking around behind my back. I stayed calm, acting as if it didn't shake me, just to make her feel comfortable enough to spill every detail. It was a smart move. Better to get the full truth now than be left wondering later. But inside, I was dying. Turns out, they used to meet multiple times a week at a nearby hotel, meaning they had been intimate hundreds of times. And here's the kicker. They didn't even use protection. She admitted that for the first 6 months, they occasionally used condoms, but after that, she let him finish inside because that's what he liked. Seriously? No concern for STDs? No worry about getting pregnant? What if she had ended up carrying his child and passed it off as mine? The thought made me sick. I had actually met this guy a few times at company events. Mid-40s, decent-looking, and married. Never once did I suspect anything. She told me he treated her well, but never really bought her anything aside from drinks and dinner. And then she casually added that he was great in bed, and she simply enjoyed being his toy. That last part felt like a deliberate stab. I told her I appreciated her honesty, but needed a few days to process everything. The truth? I had already made up my mind. I'm ending things tomorrow. My plan is simple. I'll spend one last night at her place, and in the morning, while she's in the shower, I'll take my ring and the few belongings I have there and leave before she even steps out. I want to be gone before she has a chance to manipulate me into staying. Here's where it gets weird. I'm 90% disgusted, but there's this twisted 10% of me that feels something else. And, as insane as it sounds, I'm considering sleeping with her one last time before walking away. But let's be real. That would be the dumbest decision I could make. What if she decides to twist the story and accuse me of something? What if that one time results in a pregnancy? Tie me to this nightmare forever. No way. I refuse to be that reckless. I know I deserve better, and tomorrow, I'm making sure I get it taking control of the narrative. There's always a temptation to make her work for your forgiveness. Maybe even get her to do things she never did before in an effort to win you back. But let's be honest, that would be completely pointless. I have to give credit where it's due. Staying calm and getting her to confess everything was a masterful move. Too bad it wasn't recorded. At this point, the best thing to do is take the ring, head to a pawn shop, get whatever you can for it, and make it clear to everyone that it's over. Controlling the story is key, because if you don't, she will. And you can be sure she'll twist the truth to make herself look like the victim. Let's not forget, this wasn't some fleeting mistake. She was with that guy at least a couple hundred times, probably more, doing who knows what. And let's be real, she likely did things for him that she never even considered doing for you. Just imagine. Honestly, if I were in this guy's shoes, I wouldn't stop at walking away. I'd go straight to her workplace and report the boss for abusing his position. If there are any workplace policies against inappropriate relationships, he deserves to face the consequences. And while we're at it, why not let his wife in on the secret? She has every right to know the kind of man she's married to. This shouldn't be something they just walk away from without consequences. This guy handled the situation well, but it's a reminder. You never truly know someone. And it's crazy how often these stories surface. It's always the same pattern. The woman cheats early in the relationship because she assumes it won't go anywhere, and then when things get serious, she suddenly grows a conscience. But let's be honest. Was it really guilt? Or did something force her hand? Some people might ask why she even confessed after all this time. Did she suddenly feel remorseful? Highly doubtful. Something must have prompted her to come clean. Maybe she was afraid someone else was about to spill the truth. One commenter summed it up perfectly. She didn't feel guilty when she was happily entertaining another man. She didn't feel guilty when she made sure to introduce the two of you at social events, knowing what she was doing behind your back. She didn't feel guilty when she was coming home to you after spending time with him. So why now? Exactly. Another person put it bluntly. Don't stoop to her level. Just take the ring, walk away, and let her live the life she's chosen. She will do this again. The only reason she stopped is because he left. She'll find someone else soon enough. Giving her another chance just gives her more power over you. The best thing you can do is leave with your dignity intact. And another warned. Under no circumstances should you sleep with her again. What if she gets pregnant? Do you really want to bring a child into the world with someone like this? She already told you how much she enjoyed being with him, how she liked being his little plaything. Do you honestly think she's changed overnight? They're right. Someone who's truly remorseful doesn't gleefully recount how amazing their affair was. They don't revel in the details. If anything, true regret makes them sick at the thought of what they've done. She didn't confess out of remorse. She confessed for damage control. The best course of action? Walk away without a word. No last conversations, no final hookups, no explanations. Pack your things and disappear. Leave her in the past where she belongs. And for good measure, inform HR. Large companies usually have strict policies against workplace affairs, and he should face the consequences of his actions. Finally, contact his wife. She deserves to know. If she doesn't believe you, that's on her, but at least she won't be living in ignorance. At the end of the day, it's about taking back control. People will try to rewrite the truth to protect themselves, but you don't have to let that happen. Do what you need to do, get the last word, and walk away with your head held high. Honestly, I'm impressed at how composed he remained through all of this. Most guys would have lost it upon hearing such a revelation, and rightfully so. But keeping a level head, that's how you win. Good luck to him. He deserves better.